back to Chowmein's Kitchen. This is the first Sunday of the new year. I want to wish you guys a blessed rest of the year. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I want to welcome you to my channel. So today I'm going to make something very simple. We had so much meat over the holiday, and today we are going to do a veggie day. So I'm going to make a vegetable chow mein and a vegetable fried rice. So if you guys come on with me, we will do this together. I'm cooking the Champion Chowmein. This is the Champion Chowmein from Guyana. And I heard now they have them in whole wheat Chowmein noodles, which is very nice. And I didn't see it yet in the store, but I have to give it a try. And these are my ingredients because of all the meat we had during the holidays. I just want to do a veggie day today. So I'm going to make some vegetable chow mein, and I'm using some bok choy, a carrot here, I have some bora, I have some wirrie pepper and some green onions and regular onions. I'm going to put all this together, but I will take you guys along with me for the whole process. So for the vegetable fried rice, I have 3 cups of rice in the pot. I already wash it, and that's the 1 cup measure. I have 3 of those. I am gonna season this rice before I pressure it. So I'm gonna add to the rice 1 teaspoon of salt, because later I'm gonna be adding more. So 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And this is just to flavor the rice while I'm cooking it, because I find you get a very good result after the rice is finished cooking. And I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of green seasoning, and I'm gonna leave all the measurement in the description box below. Green onions, garlic, thyme, pepper, and I have a little bit of fine thyme and a little bit of broadleaf thyme in my green seasoning. So what I usually do is mix it up. So this is gonna get mixing all over the rice, and I like to add a little bit of Chinese sauce for color. So I'm gonna add that in here. So just about a tablespoon of Chinese sauce, and this is gonna change the color of how the rice is looking. I usually add more color when I'm frying up the rice, so I will add 3.5 cups of water and pressure this just for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then take it off back, because I don't want the rice to overcook. I want it to cook with like a nice texture. So I'm gonna add my 3 cups of water, pressure it for 10 minutes, and then I'll show you how it look after. So I'm gonna start cooking my vegetable for the chow mein, and these are all the vegetables. I have the bok choy cut. I like to cut the stem long, and big pieces of the leafy part because it's gonna wilt up. I have my bora and my carrot. I like to put in first the carrot, and I have to turn up back my stove. So in goes my carrots, and the last thing I want to put in is the bora, because I want to feel that crunch. I'm going to cook these not too much, because I want to have that crunch when they're done in the chow mein. I like my veggies to have a little bit of a crunch. So this is cooking up now, and I like to add the onion next. And I have my onion here, my 2 small onions chopped up. And I'm gonna add the pepper. I have my wirrie pepper, the 2 different colors for flavor. And a little bit of hotness. And I'm gonna give this a stir. And at this point here, I'm gonna add my salt, 1 teaspoon of salt now. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. There you go, 1 teaspoon. And then I'm gonna add my bok choy, because I want those stems to cook. So there you go, in with the bok choy. I'm not gonna overcook it though. And then you want to turn this up nicely. And you can add any vegetable to this chow mein noodles. Today I'm just adding these vegetables here, bora, carrots, and bok choy. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Chinese spice because I like the flavor of the Chinese spice. And the Chinese spice is the wirrie brand that I'm adding. I'm showing the label for some of my viewers who might be interested in what brand I'm using. So 1 teaspoon of Chinese spice is going in right now. And then you just want to give this a little stir. I like the flavor of the vegetables because when you add the noodle to this, it's going to have a lot of flavor. So Chinese spice is in. And the next thing I want to go in with is my bora. And I'm going to put in this here right now. I'm not putting a lot because I already have a lot of greeneries in there. And then I'm going to add some Chowmein seasoning for extra flavor. And I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of Chowmein seasoning. And I'm also using the cheese brand. I just want to show. For those who might be interested, the cheese brand Chowmein seasoning. I'm using 1 tablespoon of cheese brand Chowmein seasoning. And these can be found in any West Indian store. I found these ones in Charlie's West Indian store. So this is looking full of flavor. And notice that I didn't add my green onions yet. I like to add that just at the end of it. So I'm going to put the green onions in now because I still want to have that fresh green onion flavor at the end. And I'm going to add some Chinese sauce into here. So I'm going to go in here. I like to see the color nice with the vegetables. So about a tablespoon. And I'm going to look at this and see how I like it. If I want some more, I will add some more. So this is a tablespoon that I add. And I think I'm going to go in with 1 more teaspoon of Chinese sauce. So just to have that nice rich color. And this vegetable is ready. So what I normally do is cook my vegetable first. And then I will add my noodles to the water when the vegetable is done because I don't want the noodles to cook and leave to get cold, because the noodle usually, if you don't, sometimes when you don't cook it right away, it gets soft and clumpy. So on this side of the stove, I have my water boiling for the chow mein. So it's ready. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I like to flavor the water before I start cooking it. 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add my chow mein noodles to here now. And I'm just using 1.5 pack of the Champion Chowmein because I'm also making some fried rice. So half of the chow mein, and this is the Champion Chowmein. So I'm gonna add half of this one. So here is my rice. I just opened the pressure cooker after 10 minutes, and this is just the perfect way I'm looking to see the rice. It's not overcooked. I'm gonna put this in a wider dish so it can stop the cooking process, and I will start cutting up my vegetables to fry up my rice. So my chow mein is cooking up vigorously, and I just test one. It is done. I don't like to cook it too soft. So I'm gonna strain it now and start the mixing process. So I'm gonna start mixing the noodles now. As soon as I strain it, I like to start mixing it up. So I'm gonna mix it with the vegetables, and I wanna be careful because sometimes all of it will just, okay. Perfect. I'm going to be mixing all this vegetable into the noodles, And I have to get everything from the bottom right up to the top. The vegetables is full with flavor, so that's gonna get mixed in well with the chow mein noodles. And I had this on very low heat, but I'm gonna turn it off now because we don't want the noodles to cook anymore. So this is just the mixing process. And here I'm gonna add some cilantro, chopped cilantro on top for extra flavor. I will have to put this in a different dish because I can barely stir it up in here. So I'm gonna add my cilantro, and then this is ready to serve. Look how nice the vegetable is looking inside. So away from meat today, we're gonna have our vegetable chow mein noodles and our vegetable fried rice. And this is calling my name. It smells great. Here is my ingredients, the vegetable and the seasoning for my fried rice. I have right here 1 green bell pepper chopped finely. I have 4 heads of green onions. I have 2 small onion and 3 wirrie pepper. I have here my bora or long green beans. Those of you who know the long green beans, we call them bora. I have some carrots, and I have 1 yellow bell pepper. So these will be my vegetable for today's fried rice. I'm gonna start frying everything up and mix the rice in, and it will be ready to plate soon. So I'm going in with my carrots. And guys, look at these bowls. Aren't they lovely? I just want to thank one of my friends, subscriber and viewer, Joanna, for giving me these bowls for Christmas. I love them, and they'll get a lot of using in my kitchen. So I'm gonna turn up these, and if you notice, I cut my carrots a little bit different from the ones I put in the chow mein. For fried rice, I like to cut them into smaller little cubes, and for chow mein, I like to cut those longer. So it will be easy to pick up with your chow mein when you're eating. So I'm gonna add my onions and my pepper to cook with this. Same idea of what I did with the chow mein vegetable. And then I'm gonna add into this, while the onion is cooking up, I'm gonna add some salt. And I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and that's my pink Himalayan salt I'm adding. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and this is ground black pepper. I'll turn this up a little, and in the pan I only had 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using coconut oil. And then I want to add my peppers now. So I'm going to go in with my green bell pepper. And I'm going to go in with the yellow bell pepper. And this is looking very nice. The color is very beautiful. You can add anything to your any vegetable to your fried rice. This is just the ones I am adding today. And these 2 dishes that I prepared today, they are very good for our vegetarian viewers as well. So now I'm gonna go in with my Chinese 5 spice powder, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice powder. Again, I'm using the wirrie brand, and I like the flavor of the Chinese 5 spice powder in my fried rice dish. So 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna give this a stir. I'm using a wide pot because I like when I'm mixing it up to mix it in well. And the next thing I'm gonna add in here, I don't want to cook the vegetable too much. I want to cook them with a little bit of a crunch. I'm gonna add in here my chief fried rice seasoning. So I'm using the Chief brand fried rice seasoning, and this adds a lot of good flavor to the fried rice. Especially today it's a vegetable fried rice, so we want to season it up as much as we can. So I'm just adding 1 tablespoon. And then we're gonna mix again. And I think it's time for me to add the green onion and my bora. So the bora, like I mentioned earlier, is the long green beans, for some of you who know it as long green beans. And in goes my green onions. I'm gonna add half of it now. And when I'm mixing it up, I'll add the other half. So this is smelling lovely and it is looking beautiful. We need our veggies, right? So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of Chinese sauce, and this is gonna add color to our fried rice, and it's gonna add some flavor to this vegetable as well. And this is the Chinese sauce that I'm using here. And you can find that in any West Indian store, and I think they're in international aisles in No Frills and Walmart as well. This one I bought from Charlie's West Indian store in Mississauga. So this is looking great. I don't want to overcook it, so I'm gonna start adding my rice now. So in here now you can see that it's really juicy and nice on the bottom, and that's how you want it. You don't want to dry it out too much because you want your fried rice to be nice and juicy. So I'm gonna add my rice that I had airing out in that container, and I want to add and mix as I go. I think I'm gonna put all in at once. I'm gonna add the rest of my green onion just to get that crunch in the bite with some of those green onions, and I'm gonna gently mix this up on medium to low heat because you don't want the rice to cook again. But the vegetable is gonna add the flavor to the extra flavor to the rice with all the seasoning that I add, and the rice already have its own seasoning while it was cooking because I did season the rice before I pressure it. And look how beautiful this is looking. I have to put it in a smaller bowl or something that you can really see how nice and beautiful this is. So with this dish, after the holiday, you won't be missing any meat. For all my vegetarian friends, this is one fried rice made for you guys to as well, because there is no meat inside. Of course, for my meat friends, you can add meat to this dish. You can make some baked chicken or any kind of meat and add it to the side as well. So you can do so much with this right now. So I'm gonna turn off my stove. This is well mixed in, and tell me if it's not looking lovely, guys. So here is my bowl of vegetable chow mein, and here is the vegetable fried rice. We are gonna plate now and let you guys know what it looks like or what it tastes like. After all the meat we had for the holiday, we decided we're gonna have a veggie day today. So hope you guys like this recipe. I'm gonna plate up and let you guys know. So guys, here is my plate of veggie goodness, my vegetable chow mein and vegetable fried rice. So I'm gonna dig in, and I have here some avocado to go with that. The kids taste this and they said it was a little bit spicy. I have some pieces of peppers here, but I'm gonna taste it without some pepper sauce, and if I do, I will add some later for all my, and I did garnish it with some cilantro. For all my viewers and all my subscribers, cheers to you guys and all my vegetarian friends. Did you hear the crunch, Jessica?
Yeah.
So the vegetables still have a crunch because I didn't overcook them. And I like when you can bite into your peppers, carrots, and all the different vegetables. It is full of flavor. So I'm gonna dig in with some of the chow mein noodles now. This tastes very nice after eating all that meat for the holiday. So I'm gonna dig in with my chow mein noodles. Guys, so rich in flavor and so delicious from all that spices, the Chinese spice, the chow mein seasoning and the fried rice seasoning. This is a winner right here. So hope you guys like this recipe. Please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Until then, have a good night. Stay blessed. Bye for now.